Anxious for nothing. Are you anxious? And what are you anxious about? Well, this speaks to my heart, and I pray it speaks to yours as well. We deal with the what ifs. What if this happened? What if that happened? And we could come up with 1,000 what ifs. Psychologists tell us that 98% of what we worry about never comes to fruition. But yet worry is a real part of our life. You know, college is about to begin again, and students are getting ready to head back, and psychologists studied 200,000 students, incoming freshmen to college, and discovered that their anxiety level was at the same level as a 1950s psych patient. I don't know, that sounds like a pretty high level to me. Well, how do we deal with that? How do we deal with that, and what causes it? Well, I'll tell you what the cause is. It's one word: change. It's change. And, you know, my grandparents, when an earthquake took place on the other side of the world, they would hear about that earthquake in a few days. My parents would hear about that same earthquake on the nightly news. But today, we hear about that earthquake in just a matter of seconds. Social media, the internet, has just shortened and made our world very, very small, where we have too much change too quick. In fact, what used to take 30 years for a change to take place now takes place in just a few minutes. In fact, psychologists and those who study these things said that the Western world and social environment has changed more in the last 30 years than it has changed over the last 300 years. That is rapid, rapid change. I love what Max Lucado had to say for how we can have peace and not live in anxiety. Philippians chapter 4, verses 4 through 8 says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say rejoice. Let your gentleness be known to all men. The Lord, He's at hand. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds through Christ Jesus." Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there is any true virtue, or if there's any virtue, and if there is anything that is praiseworthy, well, then meditate on these things. 5 verses, 4 admonitions, 1 incredible promise. Here are the 4 admonitions. Celebrate God's goodness. Rejoice in the Lord always. Verse 4. Ask God for help. Let your requests be made known to God. Verse 6. Leave your concerns with God with thanksgiving. Verse 6. Meditate on the good things. Think about the things that are good and worthy of praise. Verse 8. Celebrate, ask, leave, and meditate. CALM. Calm. We all need a little calm in our life. We do. I would encourage you to give it to God. Let Him take care of your worry. Let Him take care of your anxiety. You'll discover that He's the best medication you can have. Man, God bless you. Thank you for joining me today. Pray you have a calm day. Man, if you enjoy this, pass it on to someone. If you don't have a church home, I encourage you to come visit with us at Meadowbrook Baptist on Sundays at 9:45 or 11. Love to see you. God bless you. Have a great week.